everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and we are talking today about some wine. I know, football season is over. I know people are going to say, no, football season's not over, but it's really over. We're going to be talking today about the wine grape. The grape that I am most into these days. I think a lot of people go through phases when they drink wine, and I'm going to talk to you about what I believe is, bar none, hands down, the most exciting, thought-provoking, complex, rich, and just overall best white wines in the world, and they are Rieslings. That's right. A lot of people think Rieslings, are sweet sugar water that are just, for parties or entry stuff. But I believe that Rieslings represent the best white wines in the world. And that's including white Burgundies, and that's including Chardonnays, obviously the counterpart in California and other parts of the world, Gewürztraminer, which is nice, Sauvignon Blanc. All of that second to Riesling. And today we're going to be talking specifically about 2005 German Rieslings. And why are we talking about that? Probably because it is by far the most profound vintage since the 2001s and the 1998s. And with that being said, from the early wines that I've tasted, I think that they even trump those vintages. And so over the last 15 years, this may be the single most exciting vintage coming to the marketplace. Number two, these are wines that I find to be obnoxious values. Now, Riesling in Germany and Alsace tends to be of higher quality, in my opinion, than some of the New World efforts. Now, that doesn't mean that Lewin and some of the other great guys in Australia and some of the great guys in New Zealand and a couple of good producers in California, or Martinelli comes to mind. Not Martinelli, that's a Gewürztraminer, excuse me. But, there's other producers. Washington State's got some producers that make nice Rieslings. But for me, Germany and Alsace in France tend to bring the thunder. So, we're going to talk about four things in a second, four different wines, all rated 93 of them are rated 93 points by Wine Spectator, all under $30. One's rated 92 points, so I'm super excited about that. Now, let's talk about what's going on. Number one, tomorrow is a live show. That's right, live. I will have a laptop right here, and we're going to basically be doing the show at 4:30 p.m. A lot of people have said they're going to be on. I'm super excited about it. Anybody you know who wants to check it out, it's going to be live, and we'll be talking about some wines, and you could be asking me questions, and we're going to try to interact. Hopefully I won't screw it up, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. Now, let's get into the German wines. We need to talk about must wait. The must wait is the single most important factor that you should know about when it comes to German wines. And now the must wait is the juice from freshly crushed grapes, including the skins and other aspects, the pulp that's going on there. And this allows the winemaker to gauge the alcohol content that is going to come up. They use a hydrometer. Think of it as the same way if you already know what's going on with bricks in the U.S. Well, that's the must wait, and that's how they classify the wines in Germany. And so we're going to be talking about the first two levels of a 6-level quality control thing that they have in Germany. We're going to be talking about Cabinet, which is the entry level, tend to be a little bit more off-dry, the first level of the 6 levels, and then we're going to be talking about Spatlés. And these two are the most common on the shelves in the U.S. and the most common that you'll see, and that's what we're going to be tasting today. I'm super excited about this. Chardonnay, watch your back, because me and a couple of other guys, me and you and, all that stuff, we're going to start changing, because I'm telling you, ABC, and you've heard that? That means anything but Chardonnay has become a huge craze in the U.S. It's got a lot of momentum, and a lot of people are starting to realize the quality, the shocking quality value of Riesling. And so I've babbled enough. Let's talk about this. This is a $16 wine. This is the Von Hofel 2005 Obermiller Alt Riesling Cabinet. This wine is $16 US, and it's a 92 points Wine Spectator. And when you talk about Rieslings, and you talk about a cabinet, these wines, and especially for a guy like me who loves Thai food, who loves spicy food, who loves Asian cuisine, Chinese food, sushi, shellfish, and salads, you're talking about a wine that pairs leaps and bounds above a Chardonnay or even a Sauvignon Blanc. You can see really nice color coming through, really golden edges, a little frizzante coming through. I'm not sure if they're going to get that, but a little hint of that going on. And right off the bat, I'm you feel it? A good distance away from this wine, and it is killing the room with its bouquet. And, what else can you ask from it? Again, 16 bucks, 92 points. Let's give this a whirl. And this is why I love, these German Rieslings. This wine is so fresh on the nose. I'm getting very lively mango, pineapple, a little bit of papaya, lemongrass, orange curd. I mean, there's just a lot going on in this nose. Very lively, too fresh, just like the ocean, like opening the doors on the beachfront, places that you guys all have, and, just smelling the ocean from, but not that saltiness. Imagine the ocean was invaded by 20,000 pieces of fruit, and that's what it would really smell like. This is unbelievable on the nose. And I think it was yesterday's Zinhumbrecht and the fact that I've been drinking a lot of Rieslings lately that really just, pushed me over the edge to do an episode, because I enjoyed yesterday's Zinhumbrecht so much. And once again, right off the bat, the Pineapple Jolly Rancher has made its appearance, folks. No Oak Monster here. Crisp, clean, seamless, waves. I mean, waves of flavor coming through. Mango, pineapple. This wine is extraordinary. I just am shocked. And it's really because demand in the U.S. is not over the top yet. These wines are severely underpriced. To me, this is the quality, putting it in Chardonnay terms, you would pay to have this kind of quality Riesling. If you were to buy a Chardonnay that had that kind of quality in retrospect to its category, I would say you're going to pay about $45 for a glass of Chardonnay of this quality. A bottle, excuse me. So, for $16, you can imagine, I think this is a profound effort. I know you guys are always asking me to drink. This is going to be a drinking Wine Library TV episode because it's tough to spit these wines. They're so aromatic. They're so delicious in the palate. They bring so much to the table. I'm going to score this wine 91 points. This is an excellent effort. $16 is a joke. And that's all I've got to really say. Very nice. And this is brought in by Rudy Wiest, who has great distribution. So this is actually wine that I think a lot of you can find all over the U.S. Let's move on. And again, there was, I didn't go into what I really needed to. I'm sorry about the wine. I got just excited. There's a hint of sweetness, but there's still a good core of dryness in this wine. I would call this dry with tons of fruitiness. I wouldn't go all the way sweet like a lot of people feel that the German wines are. And if you're looking for a little bit of a drier version, the Cabinet, and always look for that, is the wines you're looking for. And speaking of Cabinet, let's go to the next one. And this is the Shafer Fralick Riesling Cabinet 2005. And this wine is scored 93 points. Wine Spectator, 18 US dollars. Now this wine's 8% alcohol. And that also makes them fun because you can pound them for a lot of people. The first wine was 9% alcohol. Not quite the color the last one had, but I'll get you right into the Versante. And that's a lot of fun. You can see the bubbles, and that's just the acidity coming through. Again, so 9% alcohol, 93 points. Not quite the color that we saw from last one. This is very much lighter and a little bit paler. 8% alcohol? Yeah, 8% alcohol. I said 9. Good. 8% alcohol! So, all right, let's get into this. Now, this has a little bit more of a petrol kind of thing that you expect with sometimes you get from Riesling. It smells a little bit like, like you're pumping gas and it got on your hand. You're getting a little bit of that gasoline smell, no doubt. Really nice vanilla extract coming through. I'm also getting a hint of fresh lemon pie, which is really nice on the nose. And almost, and you're going to love this, a real obvious smell of cucumber. And so that's kind of interesting. And it's really kind of obvious. Interesting. This has better weight than the Von Hovel, but not quite the enormous, seamless flavors. A little disjointed, a little off balance for me. The acidity is a little too subtle. Gets a little sugar watery for me. This is a little hint of sweetness that just doesn't integrate as well as I'd like. I'm getting a good obvious pear. I'm getting a pear cucumber salad in the mid palate, which is fine. Actually, something that sounds like I want to try. But this doesn't blow me away. And 93 points, I think, is extremely high for this wine. I'm going to score this wine 89 points. I think it's a solid effort. It's a good Riesling. I like it. It probably could have even done better if it was on its own. But in retrospect, after having the first one, which is considerably better in my opinion, I'm going to give this wine a pass. I just think there's other ways to go a different direction. But 89 points, nonetheless, is not an awful wine if it's the only choice Riesling you can find. It's nice, it's fresh, it's clean. It's just not changing my life. Let's move on. Reinhold Hart Olsberger Spatlese, 2005. Reinhold Hart is a tremendous producer. 93 points Wine Spectator. This is $27 US. Again, this is a Spatlese now, so you're going to get higher sugar, higher must weight, and so these wines can get a little bit on the sweeter side. But again, this is not sweetness that puts you off. This is not dessert wine. These wines go tremendous with food. Once again, you're getting that cloudiness right off the bat because of all the bubbles, the frizzante, the acidity. As you can see clearly, I'll come right back to you. Boom. Hope you can see the difference. Right off the bat, it's gone. It's got that nice golden color. I mean, just really beautiful. Like the locks of Hulk Hogan in '84 against Iron Sheik. Just gorgeous stuff. Now, this is bringing the thunder on the nose. As a matter of fact, huge honey. Huge honey. And I actually don't love honey. I mean, I like it, but I don't love it. But it's pounding me with fresh farm honey that you pick up on the side road in New Jersey. And don't make fun of Jersey's smell. It's only one part. We get a bad name. But really great stuff on the nose. Great honey. I'm getting little hints of jalapeno pepper, just like tiny little ones. It's really quite integrated nicely. Fresh bluestone, almost like crab shell coming through, and just take away the crabbiness. It's like that, I don't know, like just crisp water from the ocean without the salt. I don't know exactly how to say what I want to say, but it's coming through really nicely as well. This is nice. I mean, this has got an intense little nose, a little vanilla, a little lemon again on this one as well. All right, back to the show. Wow. 8% alcohol. Wow. This is a very easy wine for me to describe. So you walk into school, and it's the first day of school, and there's a huge prank on you. And here's the prank. You walk in, and every single person that went to high school with you slams you in the face with a gorgeous, gorgeous lemon pie. Custard. I mean, this is like an explosion. And we say explosion a lot, but I mean like, I mean, all up in my palate. I mean, wow. This wine is as explosive as a lemon flavor as maybe I've ever tasted in my life. Do you remember lemon heads? Which I loved, by the way. I used to buy them for 5 cents in school all the time, and then flip them for 25 cents because I cornered the market and then have like 18 left over. But this is like lemon heads put in the microwave, reduced to like a a nothing. I don't know if that would work. Probably not. Don't try that at home. But I kind of view it that way. That it's just like a gook. You take the gook and you eat it. I mean, it's just an explosion. Great acidity, long finish. It's got great patterns. Don't think this is fruit juice. I mean, it's got great acidity, and that's the key to great German wines. The acidity is so strong and so in place. The mid-palate is so firm, and the finish comes so long that even though there's all this obnoxious lemon flavors, this wine keeps it together and doesn't go over the top. I find this wine to be spectacular. I think Wine Spectator's underrating it at 93 points. I'm going to go 94 plus on this. I love it. $27 makes me scream, you better buy this or you're an idiot. I'm surely going to take some home. Lizzie, get ready for a great Riesling tonight. This rocks it out. Full glass. Have you seen that before? If you're into lemon and honey, you will be blown away by this effort. I feel bad for Gunderlock, but maybe it can bring the thunder. Gunderlock, 2005, Rothenburg, Riesling Spatless. 93 points. Wine Spectator, 26 US dollars. Let's give it a rinse. So, I mean, just unbelievable. Now, you'll notice a nice difference between the Reinhold Hart, which is a traditional cork, and the Gunderlock, which you can probably see is a screw top. We're seeing a lot of people in Germany, especially in this 05 vintage, switch over to the screw top. Obviously, these are young wines. You know, they will last actually for 5 to 7 years easily, but these wines are fresh and vibrant, and just, to me, scream screw top, and screw top. And so I'm really excited about it. Before I taste this wine, I want to share a couple things. Number one, great news for me. I am going on my first vacation, my first real vacation since starting Wine Library TV last February. I know I was gone for the Spanish trip. That was brutal, of a trip, even though it was great. Been away here and there to LA and a couple other places, Jet Games, what have you, but I have not taken a vacation. I'm extremely excited about it. I'll be gone all of next week, and half of the following week I'll be going to Florida and hang out with Lizzie's parents, and then Puerto Rico for my brother's 20th birthday. Little AJ is very close to Las Vegas. We'll see you next year in Vegas. And I'm excited. And so I'm really debating whether I should tape episodes while I'm gone or not. I kind of feel a little bit, spent. But, let me know if you think I should or not. Anyway, Gunderlock. Let's give it a whirl. Really, really nice color. Really nice color. Nice nose. It's very vibrant, a lot of fruit. I'm getting a classic kiwi flavor coming through on the nose, which is quite nice. Also a very vibrant papaya flavor, which I'm a huge fan of, which I like a lot. 8.5% alcohol in this wine. I don't know. I just think this might be completely unfair after what we just had. This Gunderlock is nice. It's very nice. It's got great acidity. It's really hitting my palate much more than the other wines, making me believe this wine might last a little bit longer than the first three wines. It's got a nice bluestone aspect, vanilla, mango. I'm getting a very obvious Granny Smith apple flavor taking over the palate right now as I'm getting into this wine, which is nice. I like that. Nice wine. I'm trying to be fair. I'm going to score this wine 90 points. I think it's a solid bottle of Riesling, and at $26, you'll be very, very happy. I think it got just beat up by a stronger, cooler, radder, sweeter bottle of wine. But that being said, it does have a lot going for itself. It just, unfortunately, if it was just tasted before, it might have been a little bit better. It's good. It's got a lot of acidity. I like the wine. 90 points is a great score for me. As you know, I'm into it. I'm just really into this fact. I'm really, really hoping that a lot of you who are watching, and I know a lot of the people that watch, understand how profound, complex, and overall better Riesling is than maybe 80%, 90% of the grapes in the world. I mean, these are wines you need to seriously get into. Enough with this bullcrap of red wines are so much better than white wines. Don't think you're cool just because you drink Cabernet or Bordeaux. It means nothing. Expand your palate. Try different things. You will be blown away by what these wines bring to the table, especially from an appetizer and from a post-dinner aspect. I am blown away by 2005 Germany. We will do more. I highly recommend, I beg you to try a Riesling this weekend, a Cabinet if you want a little drier, a Spatlese if you want something a little bit sweeter. And I hope you learned a little something, enough, just enough. I go to a lot of these big tastings, and outside of the people that really know what's going on, these people that fake know what's going on, they are just missing a huge aspect of the world. Question of the day. Big announcement for Eric Kastner tomorrow. Question of the day. I am obviously super on Riesling right now. What grape are you addicted to right now? And give me a couple examples of things you're drinking. Because you, with a little bit of me, I'm going to try something here. Oh, that was awesome! We're changing the wine world, aren't we?